whole club earthquaking when she shake it up. Then she throw it in a circle. The way them cheeks come together made me wanna break it up. Let me take your number like a roll call. It feels so soft, she ain't wearing no drawers. You can see the glass on that ass when she make it pop. And I bet cash that it don't fall. Now that's a real live talent, and I be damned if I let it pass. Gotta have it. She showing that, putting on the beat show. But question is, can she do it on the dick though? Yeah, I like it when she get low. Can she do it on the dick though? She stick her tongue out a little slow. That's cool, but can she do it on the dick though? Pussy popping like a big pro. Can she do it on the dick though? That ass bouncing like a 6'4". That's cool, but can she do it on the dick though? I met a bad bitch out on the West Coast. I got it in Michigan, gave me the best throat. So it's only right I hit her with the best stroke. Now she call my phone.
What you ignoring my text for?
Hold up, chill baby, yo, I been busy. My flight touched down around 10:50. I already told her I'ma get it soon. Now I got a peep popping in the living room. Strong deep game, yeah, I talk big game. Leave the couch with big stains. Free James, Mr. Amazing and known to get it in. Hit the road, cruise control, 600 bins. Rolling, got the Ciroc in the kush, now she loaded. She grabbed my hand and put it on a super soaker. And she the river with the wet, and she been wanting me to check that. Yeah, I like it when she get low. Can she do it on the dick though? She stick her tongue out a little slow. That's cool, but can she do it on the dick though? Pussy popping like a big pro. Can she do it on the dick though? That ass bouncing like a 6'4". That's cool, but can she do it on the dick though?
It's get money, sunny, all a bitch know it's get dough. I can ride fast so I can do it on the dick slow. Tight grip, I'm talking vice grips. I can work that dick like a fucking night shift. In the club with my bitches, dancing like a stripper. Your eyes telling me that you wanna come and lick her. Got
Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call us back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I would get
let me get some
she was
Optimals.
too. I kept playing ass girl. Say, what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid ass 5D. She started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind. I said, I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we conversating, I'm checking out little mama. Had a session in the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed, I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered and said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Dukes with a halter top. Duke your brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, proceed with Eagle Feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
She'll get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, hair done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognize the face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early, everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30, everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. you looking like that today? Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
All right, brother, records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We want to know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your crews know what's going on? Holla at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me some, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pioneer with this rap as far as Dallas concerned. With gold grills, with attributes, with plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down cause I done applied it and planned it. You got to spread your hustle. It ain't about just flexing your muscle. Cause when the folks get at your ass, you ain't got nothing but trouble. You got the dip switch ride, put the game in overdrive. Premeditation thoughts and moves, the only way you survive. Game recognized game, so what's up, baby? Say what you need, yeah, it's all gravy. Internet, interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight. A heavyweight nigga now, Mr. Shot Caller. And now don't shit jump off in Dallas unless I call it.
Aight. Yeah, we feeling you, you know what I'm saying? But now what you tell your boo where them money hustlers at, you know what I'm talking about? Got to have it, them paper chasers, you know what I'm talking about? Eat money for breakfast, you know what I'm talking about? All about their money on that hustle every day from sunset to sunrise, you know what I'm talking about? Open your eyes and see what's really going on. Bring it to them, where they at?
All right, brother, records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the
Hello, what's going on, world? Welcome to Real Talk, Dallas After Dark with Mr. 214, 214, 21 Joe, however they want to call it. It don't make no difference. We play with the numbers like we play with the words. Another top dollar, beautiful Tuesday, man. What a day the Lord has made. What a day the Lord has made. All I can say to y'all, man, is I appreciate everybody who tuning in, who check on me, who come back and listen to it later. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I think that what I'm trying to do is address the elephant in the room, but not only for myself, but for my people. And that makes me seem so narrow-minded because I have so many white friends and Mexican friends and Korean friends. But in my community, it's so destroyed and messed up. We need a hope of light. We need a leader that everybody can get behind, you know, and get things back going. But, you know, in order to lead, you got to be willing to die. Do y'all hear me? In order to lead, you have to be willing to die. And I'm talking about for a cause. Not we going to go march and pray and cry. No. Leadership is putting your best foot forward and keep it pushing. You understand? Push. Push until something happens, man. Pray until something happens. But you got to push. And if you're not willing to die for something, then it's really not worth you even trying to bring it to people and say X, Y, and Z. Because it doesn't matter. Now, we're going to start off this week's Real talk, Dallas After Dark with a little Black History. Y'all do know it's Black History Month, and I work at the legendary Lincoln High School in sunny South Dallas. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. South Side till I desire. It's just how I get down. You know, that's how I rap. Everybody know me, know that's for sure. But you know, I'm a Greedy Grove baby too. Yeah, I got to represent the Greedy Grove. I got a lot of game from Big Woo, man, them niggas, Robert Love, Donnie Brown. Say, man, I got a lot of game from the Grove. You know what I mean? I was a young nigga when I came up there from South Dallas. I was hard headed, but I did my damn thing. You know, I did the thistle. I wasn't like them regular freshman niggas. You know, I was a senior when I was a freshman because that's how I carried myself. But I want to start out with a little Black history, y'all. Just talking to y'all about some things that we probably know or done heard, but we don't really understand the stories. And again, I'm going to say this to y'all every week. It's our job to teach our kids Black history. It's not nobody else's job. So if you say, well, our kids don't know Black history, why? Because you ain't talking to them? Because we're not discussing it? You're not putting it on the dinner table? See, it's our job to teach our kids Black history. It's not nobody else's job. We got to be responsible for that. And if not, what do we have? See, we can't expect from where I'm at, North Dallas High School, you know, different schools farther out in the suburbs, you know what I mean, to teach Black history if we don't teach it in the Black community, in the Black schools. See, it should be a big deal. If it's a Black holiday, it should be a big deal at every all-Black campus, minority-owned campus, throughout the whole city. It should, you know, you should get special treatment. And I don't mean you get to skip and all that old crazy shit. But, you know, you can have a free dress day. You can have your cell phones. Everybody get to keep the cell phones. You can come up with different ways to constantly make them learn. See, you can, you know, you can play Jeopardy or Family Feud at lunchtime. Yeah, they in there talking and playing anyway. Now, if you get these three right, you get dress free next week. You get these three right, boom. You dig what I'm saying? But they have to give you the answer. And even when they don't give you the answer, you tell them the right answer. You know what I mean? Because that question may come up again. And now you done open that mindset and it's working. It's generating. Now it's turning. It's ticking. So that's one of the things that I want to make sure that I always say to y'all, man. Y'all keep your head up. Pay attention. There's so much shit going on right now. Y'all wouldn't even believe it, man. I got so much shit to talk about. I'm finna run out of time and not even be in touch what I need to talk about. But I gotta start with the Black history. And the first name that I'm gonna give y'all is Jack Johnson. He was a boxer. Yeah, born March 31st, 1878. Now he died, Juneteenth, 1946. But his nickname was the Giant. And he was an American boxer who at the height of the Jim Crow was the first black world heavyweight champion from 1908 to 1915. That's damn near a decade where he was just letting them hands go whop, 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 whop. And people didn't understand. Now, I'm going to tell y'all an interesting fact about Jack Johnson. And pay attention because everything I say, I need y'all to Google it. Go back check it. Don't just hear what I say and run with it. Check a nigga. You know what I mean? Do I got receipts on what I'm telling you? This is Black history. This is our history. Jack Johnson, the boxer, the heavyweight champion of the world. Y'all do know he was an inventor. Yeah, he got a patent for a wrench that we still use to this very day. Now, think about that. When you say, okay, well, he's sleeping with these white women because that's what we couldn't do. It's not like that was his desire, but that's what we couldn't do. The white women were pretty. They were precious. You know what I mean? So, in your mindset, and we still have it to this day, a lot of brothers, you know, not all of us, but it's still there. The DNA print is still there. It comes from years and years of being held down and taught and told what's pretty, what's beautiful. See, what's beautiful is whatever you like. It don't have to look like what he like. What's beautiful is whatever you like. But you got to be willing to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Now, Jack Johnson was the heavyweight champion, like I told y'all, but he did a patent for a monkey wrench. Now, most people call it a pipe wrench, depending on what part of the country you stay in. But it's a plumber's tool. You know what I mean? And it looks like a backwards F. Yeah, and then you just, you hit it, log on to it, unloosen it, and the son bitch works damn near no matter where you at, no matter what pipe you're on, no matter how much rust it is. It's there. So we got to remember that. Now, on the flip side of that is what came with it. What came with it? What did he do? What, you know what I mean? Did he make the money? What happened with the white women? You know what I mean? See, the life that you live and the women that you have, that's really a reflection of your inner self, not your outer self. Now, if you're dating outside of your race, I just say, check yourself. You know what I mean? Check yourself. It's our jobs to reproduce black history. It's our jobs to teach our kids black history. It's our jobs to be black history. Not just talk about it. Not just say a sentence here and there. On the announcements at the morning speech, see, I did with Mr. Knight, Junior. That's my boy's son. So last year we had a problem with it. So this year he took over it, and he knew how I felt about it last year. So when he running something, he'll come and holler at me before he run it. Well, what you think about this? What you think about that? And I told him, it's so wide open that you can talk about anything but the basics. He said, what's the basics, Rich? I say Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You understand? The basic shit that we hear all the time. No, we don't want to hear about Michael Jordan and Magic. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear something else. That don't mean that's not worthy of being heard. But we need something else. See, we stuck in the same little old 10 pages. We ain't even flipped the book through. We ain't even went to reading. We ain't even went to understanding all the people that made sacrifices for us during this time. When you talk about Black History Month, y'all do understand it started out as a week. All we got was one goddamn week, y'all. They didn't make it a month till, 1976 when Ford was in office. Yeah, he did a little old thing on the 10th of February in celebration and asked everybody, y'all participate, man. Because the African Americans in this country, truth be told, them built it. And that was 1976, y'all. So regardless of what you think of Ford, people don't know things about people, how they done helped make changes, because we judge a book by its cover instead of reading the full contents, taking time and praying on it, praying for understanding before we read it. Because now we just jumping real quick, going at something and going at people, and we ain't done nothing. We ain't done nothing. See, Black History Month was just a week, and I'm talking about 1926 to 1976. Think about that. Black History Month was a week. So we got to make sure that we complain about why we get the shortest month and all that. Let's not complain about why we get this. Let's go out and teach our kids every day and make Black history every day. See, every day you can talk to your kids about Black history, even if it's something that Granny used to do when you got sick. She'd make this up. You call it old grandma recipe. Boom, boom. You take this, you feel better in the morning. That's Black history. That's teaching our kids that we don't necessarily have to have the pharmaceuticals and all this for us to survive. No, we ain't got to kick it like that. See, now we can do something totally different. See, now we can give them straight business. So, when I tell y'all Black history, we need to understand, man, that it's very important, and it's our jobs to teach our kids our history. Do you understand that? It's not nobody else's job. It's not the school board job or nothing. And when you say, well, I don't know none because I wasn't taught none. Well, it's 2025. Your cell phone that you're TikToking on and on Facebook and Instagram and all that, hit the Google button and say Black History Today. Every day. Just punch in Black History Today and watch how something else will pop up. And now you learning Black history, but you also can share it with your family. These are things that we can do to build, a unity in a community that's just totally destroyed right now. I mean, every morning that I wake up, they shooting and somebody dead, and I know this sounds just crazy coming from me because I've been a G for my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Today in Southside, I work at the legendary Lincoln High School. Man, they raided Fodu so hard today, it was like they were looking for a kingpin. And all them niggas small time down in there, at least I thought they was. But they had the feds, ATF, the sheriff, and the DPD there. They had like 6 blocks from the Martin Luther King Center all the way back. All the way back, the whole Fodu little area, all the way down to Metropolitan. That, man, they was blocking off streets, blocking cars in the driveway. You understand? Now, me, I'm at work, so, I'm good. But, damn, think about that, guys. When the feds come, somebody going to jail. Ask P. Diddy. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? You might can get out of it if the sheriff or somebody call you or some Texas Ranger bullshit. But when the feds stop and you hit their radar, oh no. See, they done already done some homework. See, that wasn't just Johnny Meal every Tuesday and Thursday. You better watch for the streets because them folks gonna act that. No, that wasn't that. When the feds show up, they got a whole, they know, they looking for a name. They looking for cars. They looking for a house. They know who your family and sisters is. They know who the neighbors are. They know if you and the neighbors cool. Yeah, they know if you and your neighbor cool because they take time and do their due diligence when they researching and inspecting and, okay, well, what's this and what's that? They make sure. They don't guess at it. That's why they got like a 99 point some conviction rate. Me and my brother was talking about another dude. He facing some time, and I said, I don't think we're going to ever see him again. He said, oh, yeah, he got too much goddamn money. You're going to see him again. Now, the red man in office, he was on some pictures and shit, too. Is he going to pardon him? See, shit just weighing both ways. I got a couple of coworkers tell me, I don't think Donald Trump is racist. Donald Trump is about making money. And I told him 2 things can be right at the same time. Donald Trump is a racist prick. Put that on the record. Said that, meant that, represent that. Now, he don't give a fuck that I'm black if he doing a business deal and I can cover my ass. In other words, everybody got to put a quart up. If I put my quart up, he don't give a shit if I'm black. That I know about Donald. Donald's strictly about the paper. So when people get all in their feelings saying, well, okay, he doing it. No, it's some paper being changed hands of Donald doing some shit. This son bitch a billionaire and them filed bankruptcy 2 or 3 times in one lifetime. This nigga got a son, 6'9", he 5'8". Y'all tell me, make that make sense. Yeah. But I'm going to get back to Black History, but I wanted to put that on y'all. We need to keep things in a certain perspective with our families, and we need to make sure that we talk to these kids, man. It's time for us to educate these kids. It's time out for Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and all that shit. If they can do that all day and night, they can talk to you for 1 hour out of the day. And in that particular hour, they can have their devices, but they need to be looking up whatever you talking about. I don't care if you make it a puzzle game, a crossword puzzle game. I don't care. But we need to get some kind of way. We need to start communicating. And the reason I say Black history is important is because there's nothing under the sun that the black man ain't done. You hear me? Ain't nothing under the sun that the black man ain't done. Name me something that some motherfucker done did that the black man didn't do. And if they tell the truth, we probably did it first because we were here first. It's kind of like style. Shit repeats itself. You know what I mean? It's the same way in life. Even though, let me see, a 22 was made, but then they made a 38. Then they made a 357. Then they made a 44. Then they made a 45. Y'all get what I'm saying? But they all done the same thing. So when you start looking at it, we need to think about that, man. And I want us to know that Black history wasn't but a week, man. And it wasn't a whole month until Ford was president. Y'all understand that? In 1976, the bicentennial year. Now that's kind of deep if you ask me. Now the next one is, let me see what I got over here. What initially started as a week-long event. Yeah, I just done that. Thurgood Marshall, y'all. Thurgood Marshall was the first black African American appointed to the Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court was officially established in 1789. It took 180 years to 1967 for a black man to be appointed. Now, this is not us not being here, us not putting in. We was here the whole time. Yeah, we was here for 180 years, and we done always had to show more and do more. So it's time out for the while we not doing, because we know the game plan. See, if you know the game plan, now it works for you. Now it's gonna work for you. If you know the game plan, it's gonna work for you. But you got to know the game plan. Like with the Patriots, they say, well, say, them boys cheating. Well, if you're cheating now, in other words, if I know you running this play, well, you ain't going to get that. Now, if I know you running through the A gap, I'll be damned. And that's the play, and I know this. I done heard you, I done seen the setup, and I done studied the tape. It's hard to beat somebody when they know what they're going against. The laws can be at the corner, have they little speed stops and all that. If you know they there, you going the other way. They ain't finna fuck with you. All right, they down there, I'm going down here. That's always been my point of view on it. It's always been how I've looked at it. It's always been, it's just, you have to make sure, man, that we treat each other better and start hipping one another. We can learn from the Mexicans while we sitting up here arguing with them and all that old BS. We could actually learn from some of the things that they do and they say, some of the ways that they take care of their families. I'm going to give you a quick example. If you're on a job, any job, I don't care what line of work you're in, and you got Mexicans and blacks and people work there, okay? If a Mexican start working there at lunchtime, when they go to lunch, he going to be over there with the Mexicans eating like he know them, like he family. They going, hey, come here. No, they going to tell him when the break is, how long it is, where to go to piss, who cool, who ain't. They going to lace him the whole game. Now, a nigga, or a black man, I'm going to say a black man. I ain't going to say nigga this time, but them niggas, whoa, I got a PhD in niggerism. Yeah, they call me Dr. Dollar on that niggerism. But you take a black person, they can go on a job. And if they ain't got nothing to eat, them niggas ain't finna give them their food. They not finna, like they ain't finna break their shit open and slide him 2 or 3 tortillas and hand him a soda out of somebody's bag. We look at a nigga and he pull up, look at that nigga. He in a Range Rover. Shit, man, that nigga ain't shit. Damn, it's just a car. It ain't nothing. But the mindset, the mentality, this is some of the stuff that we gotta fix. And we can learn a lot from the Mexicans, man, on how they handle each other. You can get 3 or 4 families of Mexicans, meaning a husband and a wife and kids in one house, and they'll stay together until all of them got a house. And most of the time it's on the same damn street. That's how they do their cars, everything. Most of their jobs, they work with each other. The things that we overlook, that they don't overlook, is critical. See, we do the baby mama shit. The Mexicans don't do the baby mama shit. See, if you knock her up, now you over there talking to her daddy going to work in the morning. She over there with her mama or his mama, and she working. She washing. They put them right to work. Think about what I'm telling you. In this day and time, we could do a better job, man, of choosing our mates and the way we participate, you know what I mean, with them. Because we are, right now, the shit. You understand? Because it's 8 or 9 to 1, women to men. So we the shit. We the commodity, my nigga. This what they want. They selling more dildos than a motherfucker because we can't get around to them fast enough. So now that this is the case, we even got dykes coming back. Now they 40, 43 or something. Oh, my period come back. I want to have a baby. Damn. From 13 to 40 you didn't want to have now. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to give a shit? Nah, we ain't doing that. But, again, we are the commodity. See, she couldn't go get that dildo to have no baby. She had to go get with a man. You understand? She couldn't go get that dildo to produce life. She needed someone else. You get? See, a lot of times women overprice they pussy, they price themselves out of the game. Well, I don't think men understand their price, our value in the game. Because most women say, okay, what can you do for me? And that's fine because it's a man's job to spoil this girl. You know what I mean? And that's what women want. Now, when a man say, what do you bring to the table? They throw their hands up and start prepping around and turning like, whoa, I'm at the table with you. Now, what do you bring to this motherfucker? Oh, well, then you start an outright argument because now you're not a man. Why not? Because I want you to pay half. I want you to pay more than me. You make more than me. You pay more than me. Oh, no, that don't register. See, we don't raise our women to be wives anymore. We don't raise our girls to be wives. We don't raise our boys to be husbands. We just don't. And, that's really just the saddest part of what's going on in the African-American community. We're not raising kids to grow up and be successful. Everybody wants to be an internet star. Everybody wants to be a influencer. Everybody wants that easy ass job. Nobody wants to go and get down. And when you say that, that's something that we got to start teaching y'all. Nothing that you want is going to come easy. Accountability must be accepted by everybody that's trying to win. Because if you win and you don't have no accountability, you're going to lose it just as fast as you got it. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you? If you win and you don't have no accountability about yourself, you're gonna lose. I mean, you're gonna lose, y'all. You're gonna lose. I mean, I don't know no other way to tell you. Your word is your bond, and when you get say for instance, a job. When you get a job, when you walk in that job, the first thing you should do is figure out if there's another way you can bring a source of income besides what they paying legally. You understand? I don't give a shit if you're running a football board. If they like goddamn me Kool-Aid pickles, you bringing Kool-Aid pickles up there every day. You got to have another way to generate you $50, $60 a day. Just fuck off money, you would call it. But it's not. That's gas money. That's your cigarette money. That's your weed money. Whatever you're doing. Yeah, that pays for that. That way that check can be deposited and grow. You're not worrying about touching overdraft. And I can't get no money because I'm in overdraft. No, because you have to find different ways to supplement your money. Now, when I say accountability to me means if you tell me something, that's what you're going to do. If I tell you something, that's what I'm going to do. Now, if I don't do what I said, I'm going to call and tell you what's going on with me. I'm not going to be no, oh, he ain't calling me now. I was waiting on him now. That ain't me. Nigga, whatever it is, I'm going to call and tell you because you can't eat me. And word is my bond my whole life. So whatever I owe you, you're going to get it for sure. So when you start looking at that part of it, that goes both ways no matter what it is. You have to be accountable. If you got a job and you ain't at work every day, how do you expect for them to pay you a full check? And you work 3 days. Well, it's 5 work days in the week, but you want the whole 40. You understand what I'm saying? But you put in the 24. That's not how life works, guys. When we start talking about what we're doing and why we're doing it, if you owe me something, you need to pay me. And if I owe you something, I'll pay you. That's accountability, man. And that's something that we just don't do with each other. And we got to get back to that. You know what I mean? But that's something that we need to start teaching our kids, man, because they don't have that. They don't have no loyalty, no accountability, no nothing. You can't tell them nothing. You can't teach them nothing. You can't bring nothing to the table because you don't know shit. And the reason they handle you in such a way is because you never talk to them between 2 and 10. Well, now the nigga 15 with an iPhone, shit, he don't want to hear you. He hearing everybody else talk about the same thing you talking about, except they talking about it at his age or her age, and they ain't got no guidelines on them neither. So now they going wicked and wild and all that shit. Look how many people crashed out off of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. Look how much talk that one thing done brought. You even got Jaguar Wright saying he done sold his soul for the music. Do y'all hear me? Jaguar Wright. Yeah, Miss they done took something and they done something to it. Yeah, her. The one who hate Jay-Z and did it and all. Yeah, her. What do you mean? He done sold his soul for the music. The man is an artist. He was given a hell of an opportunity. He got down with his shit. Now, everybody should be able to see it, understand it, and live it. This is our black history, guys. The little red, white, and blue that he had in the, pay attention. He was sending y'all signals and drawing designs because that's how America works. Everything is designed. Everything. From the Illuminati to how the White House and all that shit's laid out. If you go up in there and look at it, it's got a design. It's all got a structure. Man, that boy mashed goddamn me for about, 20 minutes and hit their ass hard. Well, now, we got a problem with that. First, it was him and Drake. Then Drake didn't want him to do the song. Then he do the song. You understand? We got to quit complaining about everything because we achieved something. If you go back right now, it's been 59 Super Bowls. How many black artists then performed on it? Uh-oh. Don't want to step on nobody's toes. Y'all get what I'm saying? How many black artists done did the halftime show? Would you say half, a quarter? What would you say? See, these are things that we don't teach our kids. And this is a young dude making black history. He put a crown on his head made of thorns. You know what I mean? Like a Calvary, like they did Jesus. People ain't been peeping his mindset. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan. I'm not. But I respect the game. And when somebody got balls, oh, that I expect. I respect that. And that man got some balls, man. Now, how do we hold him in our communities and all that? I mean, to me, he's what they call a real nigga. You know what I mean? When we were doing rap back in my young days, he would be Ice Cube. He the nigga that's gonna say whatever the fuck he wanna say, and this is what I mean. Yeah, it's a lyricist. And have a way to bring it to you the way you connect to it. Everybody, you know what I mean? Talking about drop it like it's hot. Everybody. You know what I mean? You better not ever go to cell block, all that bullshit. Everybody. See, that takes a talent to touch those vibes, those verbs. Hit them verbs and touch those vibes in all those different people. Do y'all realize the black people, the white people, the Asians, the Mexicans, everybody doing it. Everybody getting down. Ain't nobody stopping on that same song. He touched the vibe. And when you get it right, it's right. You know what I mean? And I thought it was just so spectacular the way he did it. And see, I give a nigga credit when credit is due from where I sit. I don't give a shit what you think where you sit, because you got the right to think whatever you want to think. But just straight up, yeah, he did the damn thing, man. And then now, I'm still on black history. That's black history. I want y'all to understand that. When they start picking through him and talking about who trying to sue him and what's going on, he made black history, y'all. That's the biggest show that any artist can get. Not some artists. I don't give a shit. Taylor Swift ain't gonna outsell that motherfucker. If you're doing the Super Bowl with all that sponsorship and seating, that's the biggest show that any artist can do in his life. And I'm pretty sure Kendrick, 30, 31 years old? Man, he been pulled it out. He's sitting on the pinnacle. So sit back and enjoy his talent. And hopefully the little old beef with Drake is over, because in hip-hop, you say something, I say something, but we do it on music, and the people choose, and then we going on with what we doing. But now these days, these boys can't fight, and they get so sensitive and all that. Like Rick Ross went over there and played that damn song in Canada, and they touched him up. That's Drake people. You got to be careful what you say and how you treat people. But I hope that it don't get physical. I pray that they don't get physical. Because they are two exceptional artists, two black men that's got the game. Right now, with Diddy being fucked up and Jay-Z being put on hush, who in control of shit? Who running this motherfucker? They done promoted Snoop. Now every commercial you see Snoop, who they done promoted? Pay attention to these things. And then figure your way up the ladder. But if you don't put no work in, you ain't gonna get no pay. And if you getting paid, put the work in. See, it's simple. It ain't no, I want this, but I can't do that. If you can't do that, you can't have this. Accountability, guys. It's something that we lack, that we need to start teaching our kids again. And when I say accountability, when they do something and you know they done did it, and you say, hey, did you do that? And you say, no, he's not being accountable. If something as simple as that. But when they say, yeah, I did that, I was running and I knocked it down, say, okay, we'll clean that up. Y'all quit running down through here. But he know accountability. Yes, yeah, I done that. And he tell you why he done it. Now, you give him a direct order or a redirection of his behavior. Hey, y'all stop running. I done told y'all that. You see what happened? But clean that up. Now, you know most kids going to sweep over it and mess up and clean it up. But now when it ain't right, you're not supposed to clean it up. You're supposed to come wake their ass up whenever you see it again. I don't care what time it is, hey, come here. I told you to clean that up. And if you do that, if you hold your children accountable, you will raise some strong-minded businessmen, brothers and sisters that people can do business with. Because right now, it's hard to do business with niggas, man. It's so damn hard to do business with niggas. Do y'all hear me? I mean, niggas just, I want this, I want that. Okay, it's fine. All the shit that it take to make $1, nigga want you to give him your dollar. He'll sit at home all day, and then when you come home, want you to hand him your money. No, man, pimping been pimping since pimping was pimping. Then if pimping being done, I'm doing it. Then if fucking being done, I'm doing it. See, if you're getting over on me, it's because I choose to let you. It ain't because you so slick and I'm so slow. You know, that country bunking shit, that's out the window, man. That don't happen. This Southside till I desire. It's just how I get down. But on this Black History, y'all, we have to teach our kids, man. And it just need to be a random conversation. There don't have to be no homework in the beginning. Y'all could be riding to Walmart or going to go wash the car or the truck. You know what I mean? You could be taking it in the football practice or picking him up. Throw it in a general conversation. You know what I mean? On a regular basis. You know, I ask people all the time who was the first U.S. black president. And do you know all these ignorant ass niggas tell me Barack Obama, and nobody will hit Google and pull it up. You know why? Because we were told it was Barack Obama. We don't do the research. See, if I tell you something they don't research, they just grab it and run with it. Google it. The first U.S. black president, John Hanson. We had 8 presidents before George Washington. They did 1-year terms. But my point is, who was the first black president? It was John Hanson. And he was the absolute first president, not the second or the third one. When we start talking about structure and this is what you should do, okay, they want this, they want that. How we going to control this? The brother sitting back there, no, do this, do that, do this. You understand? Because it was a business, man. Y'all get what I'm saying to you? How can we take control of something without everybody in the world going crazy? Because you can't discover something that's already inherited. See, that's the mistake that they tell in American history that we should correct when we're teaching it to our kids. Christopher Columbus ain't discovered a motherfucking thing, y'all. But we get so off key and void. Oh, okay, if he discovered it. Man, it's just so crazy. Think about slavery and the Jim Crow laws. And that's just our parents done that. That's not a long time ago. That our parents went through that Jim Crow shit. Y'all go to the back. Y'all can't eat up here. Y'all can't watch movies here. Y'all got to sit over there in the field and watch the back screen, the side of the screen, all that old bullshit. So, who done that? And who did they do it to? See, we are the children of slaves. We are the great-grandchildren of slaves. My grandmother, mama, was a slave. You understand? I'm not farly removed from the incubator, man. And most of y'all not neither. But in this fast thinking time, fast clicking time, fast reacting time, we wipe it all under the rug. You know, it's like, okay, well, we're going to do this and this. Why? Why not discuss it, talk about it, teach it? You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all realize all the things that black people have created and done since we got here? Look at America. Lay it down on the ground like a map, like a blueprint. Look at it. Every building, every highway, every structure, everything that would make you say, damn, a nigga did it. What? Yeah, I meant that. But we didn't do it for them. We did it because that's what we do. We are the creators. We are the mothers and fathers of this world. So we need to start acting more like parents instead of little spoiled ass brats who ain't getting the money that they parents got. That's your parents' money, nigga. Go get your own money. When they die, if he didn't spend it all, you might can get some. But that's his money. See, we get entitlement, but we don't get accountability. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? We get entitlement, but we don't get accountability. And as black men and women, we need to be accountable, man. In some kind of way, see, you ain't got to listen to me because life is the best teacher. And life be life and like a motherfucker. You can talk all that shit you want to, and tomorrow something going to happen you didn't think was going to happen, and neither did I. It's called life. If this, if that. So you got to stay on the move, stay on your toes, but you got to keep pushing. Push until something happen, y'all. You got to pray until something happen, y'all. You got to do that. Hey, we're going to go to commercial, man. I'm going to pay some bills, y'all, and I'm going to come back with one more Black History fact, and then I'll flip the page. But I wanted to get into the Black history with y'all to make y'all understand that it's so important that that's what I think is missing because we think that we ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? We don't realize who made the red light and the airplane and the car. We don't even know who made the light bulb because the patents, who copyrighted it, who got the credit for it in his story, not the person that actually created it. But we're going to go pay some bills, man. This Mr. 21 Joe, and I'll be right back with y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. Hang in there. Yeah, so.
What's this, boy? Rick, he used to come by and lend me $1. 50 cents down. He was all right, you know. He would never let me $5, though, you know. He let me have them tools and fuels, you know. So I felt for the boy. I went over there talking to him. And he ignorant. Because I sit down and talk to him, and he don't let him get none of that powder in his nose. That's like trying to talk to a baboon bear. I talked to the boy 7 days and 7 nights. He was still on the same subject. Where can I get some more?
Next rhyme, storylines about a friend of mine. I guess we'll call him Lil Johnny this time. Now Lil Johnny lived a life of a hard knot, have not, project born, raised
crimson red, killer, a body snatching, rebel of midnight, missionary jack move maker. A sneak up on you, hunter, a cut you open. Gator, the main upstairs, be the only thing I bar. I ride solo, bitch, you 40 in the car. I never ask a nigga for a motherfucking thing. Bitch, we take what we deserve, cause bitch, we in this game, and bitch, we causing pain.
Órale, aquí estamos viendo la vida loca. Y si no ves una cosa es otra. Guáchate con los catrachos, porque aquí en esta vida el gobierno te trata gacho. Vos, así es, moviendo y traficando. Aquí estoy con el mero peso, dala y el quarter pound. 25 libras, hablando como entraron miles, miles y miles de libras hasta llaves. Por vos, viniendo de a mero abajo, y tú sabes, los mexicanos vienen de México con todo el jale. De California a Rento hasta Texas, todo Estados Unidos al United States. Top of Texas, arriba de Texas, pues aquí estoy sufriendo y que ya lo hice.
Coming down, candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kickos, stacks and cracks, done did that. Monotomized with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel that. Yeah, volume 5, your boy growing. I know y'all still hating, but I'm still making what I do, doing it how I do, you know what I'm saying? MJF, welcome to the family, baby, you know what I'm saying? Is it? Peace.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. We just some real G's rolling Texas, loving this Tina. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. East Coast, West Coast, man, they love these Tinas. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Shreveport, Monroe, man, they love these Tinas. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. So I ride till I leave, guaranteed.
Now bitch, now I'll get started. Cause who ever ride? The one that try to stop me, you can call a bitch if they die. Too many try, too many fail, and I'm still standing. Here's the reason for no rain, because it's too damn demanding. No understanding. We talking to me about other brothers, how it is. My only child, there be no other say on me. But never give a damn, I'm Ebenezer. And never give my bread to no trickin' ass geezer. Buy you a drink, trick please, you know my pockets be sick. I'm on the hunt for the lean, it ain't about to quit. New money, they wanna be equal, have on your income tax. Let me hold your credit cards, so I can run up to the max. You know my time be blocked up like them cement shoes. On the grind with my kids, I have no time to lose. On my way from down south, then I'm headed up north. From east to west, my partner Troy, I take for what it is worth.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. St. Louis, KC, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Jacktown, Vicksburg, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Little Rock, El Dorado, man, they love these cheaters.
I'm everywhere you wanna be, I'm like a visa. Woody wood up in this bitch, Ebenezer. With the twitch in my finger, I have them bouncing like switches. I'm Southern G, put it down, and it's not all about riches. I'll make you change your tone. When I slide in the room, a straight hustler in the grove, sweeping haters with brooms. About to meet your doom. I take my people, they down, don't take that long dog. And that goes for any time. We the one that get it started. When we started, won't end. None of my rules can't be broken in that damn so won't bend. I'm always heating up like a heater. White holes like mosquitoes. You best to watch yourself, cause I explode like torpedoes. And bad ones of the cheaters. Never been a woman beater. You can call me Ebenezer, Woody Wood, Sweet Peter. What's up, senorita? The polished off a leader. And when she's acting up, I let her know that I don't need her.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. They're from Atlanta, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Huntsville, Louisville, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Myrtle Beach, Tampa Bay, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. The whole Southern Blue player, man, they love these cheaters.
I'm acting bad, some say it's good. It's your number one lunatic, Woody Wood. With a brother from South D, blowing big and everywhere I go, a G to G. Whack my age, keep a fade, and I stay high. It's about clocking me down, you know the reason why. We want these clothes and these cars and these gold chains. I'm hustling day to day with a dollar trying to maintain. Hope say I'm frame, but I do have a mental block. Too many hoes in Dallas, Texas, out here slanging cock. I'm out here cheating, running hoes like a wooden track. They should have put a woody wood up in the flick the Mac. It's hardcore on the grind. Do you wanna play? Back in the gap, they used to call a player Jiggy J. Right.
I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. East side, west side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. North side, south side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. Midwest, third coast, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. You know the whole down world, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. East side, west side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. North side, south side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. Midwest, third coast, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters.
Hey, world. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Yeah, welcome back. You know what I'm talking about? Real Talk, Dallas After Dark with Mr. 214. Every Tuesday, 7 to 9. Y'all check me out, man. I be doing my little old thizzle. Now, I'm on my Black History part of it. I'm just going to give y'all one more and then I'll transition to something else. But I thought this was so important that I needed to say it. So, Vermont was the first state to ban slavery. Who y'all think was the last? Think about that. Vermont was the first state. First state. Said, no, we ain't doing that no more. Who was the last? Mississippi was the last. After a clerical error in which Mississippi failed to ratify the 13th Amendment, which abolishes slavery, in 1865, the state became the last in the U.S. to officially abolish slavery in February of 2013. 148 years after Congress passed the initial. Oh, man. See, here's the thing, y'all. How did they get away with that? Why come heads don't roll for that? So you tell me they had some slaves there? Because it was legal there. They didn't ratify shit. They didn't vote on shit like everybody else. What's going on? See, slavery ain't dead. Niggas' minds just be gone. You know what I mean? You can be a slave to the weed. You can be a slave to the money. You can be a slave, you know what I mean, to whatever gets you off. Makes you a slave. But in 2013, did y'all hear me? It was 2013 before Mississippi sat down and done the paperwork right and said, no, we ain't doing that. 2013. Come on, man. When I tell y'all we have PhD and people don't understand what I'm saying, it's because they wasn't raised how we were raised. It's one thing to be raised in the hood and you got it, and to be raised outside of the hood and you got it. It's just different. It's a different perspective on what's real and what ain't real. It's a different perspective on accountability and responsibility and loyalty and all that. Everything's different depending on how you were brought up. This is why we got to get together as black men. With a real black man, please stand up. With a real black man, please stand up. Because it's time that we grab a bull by the horns and break him down. It's our fault that this shit is gone astray. And I know everybody want to say, well, no, the women had a part to play. And man, they play their damn role. They always running their mouth. We ain't been on point. We ain't been on our shit. You understand? So if we ain't on our shit, they gonna be on their shit. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Vermont was the first state, man, out of all this shit. They said, nah, man, we ain't doing that. But Mississippi, MISSI, SSI, PPI, was the last. Now, when did they say, okay, no more slavery? In 2013. Y'all Google it. See if I'm lying to you. Before I shit, y'all wouldn't fuck with you. That kind of shit kind of gets under my crowd, not because it's important, but because it was overlooked. It's important enough to not be overlooked. This is a whole state in the United States that get all the things that the other states get. They get the food stamps, the welfare, everything. They get everything everybody else get. But now, they ain't on point with this here slavery shit. That was my greatest disappointment with Barack. He done 2 turns back to motherfucking back. And they selling the slaves over there and he don't even go stop the shit. And it's like, whoa. See, the thing is, if don't nobody know what slavery do to motherfuckers, we know. See, it's one thing for somebody to talk about it and say they saw it, and it's something for somebody to go through it. We are the children of our great grandparents, and they were slaves. And their great grandparents were slaves. Do y'all really understand what I'm telling y'all? This is Black History Month, man. We need to do better, man. We're going to talk to these kids, make sure we keep them on point. And the one thing is, don't beat them down with it. That was my fault. So I had to, my family, they know I know Black history, but nobody wanted to be around Uncle Top because he going to hit them with the Black history. You know what I mean? Every Juneteenth celebration, y'all come to my crib, shit. Before you get that watermelon, who the first Black president? Yeah. Who the first Black congressman? I need to know something. Who's the first Supreme Court judge? I'm talking about Black people. I ain't talking about everybody else. See, because I got to teach them that it's some things that they look at that's unachievable. It's already been achieved. It's already been done. What do you mean you can't do it? It's already been done. And they did it in a tougher time with tougher circumstances and everything. It's already been done. And that's about your mindset. See, that's how we were brought up back then. To read, to learn, put something in your head to accomplish, to keep going up the ladder. Now, this generation that we got now that I call Generation Debt, they want everything right now. Give a shit what it is. Somewhere in the rap game, it became crazy when one of them sons gonna say, okay, well, I done went and got 5 from the plug, and then he front me 5 more. Man, that nigga feeling me, because I've been doing business with him, right? So now he just front me 5. Well, goddamn. Now I'm on. He go out there and fuck up. Something happen. They get him. He get his boys together and say, man, let's go jack the plug. Did you see all that work he had? Let that sink in, what I just said. Nigga front you 5. You buy 5, he front you 5. You fucked it off, something happened, you know what I mean? But shit do happen in the game. But you got away, so you still good. If he fronted you them 5, if you go back in there and talk to him, what you think he might do? As opposed, you going out with your boys, y'all got your heat, y'all lay him down, y'all get his little old shit. Now, when y'all sell that, where you gonna get some more? What y'all gonna do then? I think that we gotta teach our babies, man, to communicate better and what loyalty really means. See that I'm not saying you go to jail for somebody else, but you keep your damn mouth closed. If you didn't do it and they ain't saying you done it, I ain't got shit to say with none of that. I don't know. Shit, y'all saw him do it. I ain't seen him do it. I don't know what you talking about. See, I'm not going to become a witness because you thinking you're going to pressure me and hit me with a crime. If I didn't do it, I didn't do it. You get what I'm saying? That part, if I stay stuck there, then I could be loyal to me and everybody else because the less you say, the better it is. The more you say, the worse it is. They even tell you when they reach you your rights. You know what I mean? Whatever you say, gonna be used against you, so you better be quiet. They tell us, and we so us that we still talk. We still talk to them like they our friends. They come in there and throw their coat on the back of the seat and hand a nigga a cup of coffee and start talking. Then if he give you a goddamn square, you finna kick back and tell him everything. And why? Why everybody got to go to jail because they caught you? They didn't catch everybody, they caught you. See, sometimes we have to look ourselves in the mirror and hold ourselves accountable. If you know you're fucking up, then you know you got to move a certain way. But this generation don't do that. They fuck up and move with the crowd, do what they gonna do, say what they gonna say. They got their little switches they putting on guns now. Shit, they shoot 100 rounds in 5 seconds. Wow! Like, god damn. But they don't know how to shoot. So people getting hit, they wasn't supposed to get hit. Because the youngster wants y'all to know he got that motherfucking fire, man. Now, it's an uncle, it's a big homie, it's a daddy, somebody in the neighborhood, a pawpaw, that youngster respects. He looks up to him because he understands what he done been through. And he don't want to go through it, the youngster. But we need to start jerking them by their coattail, like my dad used to say, and telling them some shit, man. Telling them something that's going to work for them, that's going to last. Because on the road that they on right now, we finna lose a whole generation because the orange man ain't playing. When he get through with these Mexicans, I'm going to ask y'all this. Who y'all think he going to come after? Take your time. I'll wait for it. When he get through with these Mexicans, ISIS and all that, okay, who y'all think he coming for next? Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke. But the point is, if you take care of your business, he can't do nothing to you, man. He only gonna fuck with those that ain't caught up on their child support. Sitting over there, now you gonna have to pay. They finna get all that money back, regardless of how a nigga feel about it. Even though I can't live, you gonna take all my money so this motherfucker can live? How fucked up is that? Well, see, Donald's finna fix that. So it might take a year or two, 6 months, 8 months. But in a minute, everybody gonna have to put in on them seeds. If I'm paying $50 a month, you're gonna have to pay $50 a month. It's gonna go to a card that only we can spend it on baby shit for. I don't care nothing about your light bill. I got a light bill. I don't care nothing about your rent. I got rent. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to that kid, he needs something from school. You put your 50 with my 50, that little $100, go get it. Yeah, see, some things that's falling into place that people ain't really paying attention to. So, like I say, keep your head down, stay on your grind, and push. You push until something happen, man. You pray until something happen. I see over there in the chat, I don't know what Woody's saying, but I see his name on the board. What's up, baby? Woody Wood, the Southern Cheater. That's every Saturday from 12 to 2 on Nostalgic Radio, baby. Y'all know how we do it. We got a whole roll call of hitters. You know what I'm saying? On Wednesday, I got Christine with a K. Yeah, with a K. Go figure. And then we got Street Made Radio on Thursdays. Street Made. You hear what I'm saying? Made in the streets, for the streets, by the streets. Yeah, Street Made Radio. They gonna be on from 7 to 9. And, you know, man always has something fire. He be hitting them, you know, and whoa, whoa, whoa. He go around the town, he interview people. He always got some fire shit. But that's one thing for another. I'm gonna change gears and go to another topic. It's a little after 8. You know, we had an R&B legend die today. Yeah, the one that was in, what was he in? I forgot his name. Now, that's not like me. Now I got to sit there and read. Now, that's the Isley Brothers. One of the Isley Brothers died today, man. It's 73. And, you know, that's 3 years of grace, so that's more than, you know, we was promised. You know what I mean? Everything over 70 is grace. We thank the Lord for him, what he did. He came in the 70s and in the 80s, and he was a part of the big hits. He was a writer. He did his thing, man. And I just want to say R.I.P. to him and understand that Chris Jasper is his name. Chris Jasper, that's his name. I just wanted to say thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the, you know, all of it. Thank you for the story, the journey. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now, and a little bit of sports. Y'all know I love sports. So I'm just going to jump right in because right now it's playoff time, you know what I mean, in basketball around here in Texas. You know, it's going down. And, you know, actually, in the DFW high school basketball sports playoff, Tuesday, who was that? Flower Mound? Lake Ridge. Yeah, Mansfield Lake Ridge had to forfeit. Yeah, they was like 14-2 or some shit. You know, 34-2. 34-2. They had to forfeit out the playoffs. One game away from the state game. Why? Because they used a kid that wasn't eligible. Why would you do that to the rest of the boys, man, would be my first thought. But I understand, you know what I'm saying, if I get this bitch, if we win it, we want it. So I understand both, you know, personalities, but that's just why you stay on our kids, man, instead of, you know, Mortal Kombat and Call of Duty and all that shit. Say, man, get your work done. Yeah, you got a 73, but you need a 93. You need 103. Because when you get out here in this world, you're going to have to mash, man. You're going to have to be better. You got to do better. You're going to have to show better. You're going to have to produce better. Because that's the world that we live in. And I didn't make it. I'm just telling you what it is. This real talk. Dallas out the dark, baby. It's a 21 Joe. And if I tell y'all, man, we need to get our shit together. We do, man. We need to start teaching these kids. Pull them to the side. The one that respects you, put them to the side and talk to them, man. This way they don't even try to do nothing that they don't need to do. Because, see, you know, the games make everything seem like a game. And they get excited. So it's, you know, they actually grown-ass people games that I don't even understand why kids get them and are able to play them. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother show. But they don't understand the life, the value of life. If you shoot somebody in Call of Duty shit, they gonna fall back out the sky or some shit and be back shooting. See, in this life, if you shoot somebody and you kill them, then you gonna go to jail. Now 2 people, life is gone. Yeah, the first 6 years, 6 months, 6 months to 6 years, yeah, your family gonna be calling you, writing you, and all that. But when you're sitting on that L and you got 18 or something more to go on that motherfucker, your girl stop calling and coming. Yeah, See, that's life. That's what they call that, man. Life. And life be ifing like a motherfucker. Life be lifing, y'all. I'm telling y'all the real deal. And in the DFW, you know, we got a surprise, you know. Cedar Hill Girl Longhorns are in the state semifinal tonight. You know what I mean? And it's been like 15, 16 years since they actually was there. So that's like a big deal. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, the Lincoln girls, we doing our thing tonight. And after the night, we'll be in San Antonio next week because we're going to snatch the state up. The state championship. Yeah, that road leads through Sunnyside, Dallas, baby. Lincoln High School, the legendary Lincoln High School. Let me get that right for the whole city. And, you know, in about an hour, I think Luka going to play the Mavericks again. Yeah, about an hour. Luka going to suit up against these clowns. And Anthony Davis ain't playing, so it ain't like it's going to be tit for tat. But, you know, Luka's a emotional player. And this was home to him, you know what I mean? Because he's a foreigner, kind of like Dirk. And when he come and he got comfortable, he had just bought a $15 million house. Yeah, right when they traded him. But it's a sense of betrayal between grown men. See, he was 25 and an all-star. Yeah, he was lazy and didn't play defense and complained to the refs, always was out of shape. And how can he be out of shape when he play basketball year round? It's because his diet, his intake. You know what I mean? So you can do anything, but it's going to show. Now, he 25, y'all. Most people, little, what they call it, your prime, don't start till you're 26 to about 33. That's it. Then about 33, you level off to about 35, and then you downhill. That's for most, you know, general great athletes. Not average athletes, great athletes. And when I tell y'all that, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I know I want the Mavericks to win. And, you know, I wasn't never really a Luka fan, but I thought we could have got more than what we got for him. But if AD and this Cleveland boy play, say, man, we might have something. and then if likely come back, yeah, we might have something. We might have something brewing in the pot, man. That 214 thing. Yeah, I'm telling y'all some shit. I don't give a damn if Jimmy crack corn. I don't care. I'm telling you what I know. AD in the middle playing the power forward next to likely. We run on up in there then. Come on, Cleefers. Run your ass on up in there. See, that's what I want to see. I want to see that part of the game. But AD hurt as usual. We called him Mr. Glass even when he was in LA. Me and my partners. We call Anthony Davis Mr. Glass. But how often do you see an all-time player get traded for another all-time player? Normally it's a great for a bunch of picks and a bunch of, this and that. How many times do you get something when you give something? And that Cleveland boy got some game. Me and Woody was talking about him a little earlier. That boy actually got some game from what I see. He got a little hustle about him, got a little defense. Yeah, he got some game. But Anthony Davis, that's a freak of nature. When you talk about playing defense and offense, can't do nothing with it. Now, he's 31, I believe, because Luka was 25, and they were saying it was a 6-year difference. Now, I told y'all your prime is from 26 or so to 33. Here we go. He got 2 years left in his prime. Then 35 and 36, that we don't know. Most 7-footers don't play like that. They get slower, you know what I mean? And he's an athletic boy. He played point guard till he was a junior or senior in high school when he had the big-ass spurt. He was a point guard before then. So when you start talking about the basketball skills and what he can do with the rock, say, it's unlimited. He wanted to chip with LeBron during the COVID year, and he had just as much to do with it as LeBron did. Believe that. The defense he played, the points believe what I'm telling you. The boy is special. He just stay hurt all the damn time, but all of them do. Hell, Kawhi been hurt. He been in L.A. 4 years. I don't think I never seen him play a game. That nigga just picking up checks like a motherfucker. I need his job. I ain't seen Kawhi play goddamn me. Hell, Paul George ain't even there no more. James Harden ain't even there no more. What the fuck, man? What are you doing? You ain't gonna come out and play? You don't feel good today? See, that's what's wrong with these new generation of athletes. If you can't play, then go on return, get out of the way. I mean, Kawhi been at what? 4 or 5 years he been with the Clippers? Y'all tell me when y'all seen him hooping. I seen him in the warm-ups. I seen him at practice with his shorts and shirts and shit on. I don't never see the nigga in the game getting down. When he came to L.A., he started talking that bullshit. I'm the king of this town and this where I'm from and all that. It was really a diss toward LBJ. But LBJ had AD with him, and they went and won the ring. That nigga said he don't feel good and he ain't played yet. Why they do that at, y'all? Anybody? Why they do that at? It's just incredible to me that we sit up and allow some of this shit to get by, and we ain't paying attention to things that's really important, y'all. They got a transition law that they trying to pass, saying, that like transgender people can't race with the, boy is a boy, born a boy can't be in the girl race, and vice versa. But I don't think they understand what transgender is, and because hell, I don't understand it. If you're a boy, you're a boy. I don't care nothing about what you like. Everybody like what they like. You're a boy, you're a boy. So when they say what's about to happen, don't let them get y'all all wired up every time a law is being passed, because quite a few of them is finna get passed because they control the Senate. That's the part of the government that me and my people be talking about that we don't pay attention to. Well, yeah, it's like 61 of them or some shit, 63 of them and Republicans and 50-something Democrats. So it's kind of a done deal. If he want to pass something, it's going to go through. Just like all the judges that he got convicted in, you can't fire a judge, but they don't work no more. Y'all make that make sense. You can't fire a judge, but they don't work no more. Y'all, somebody let that make sense to me. The posters they been had, that when they were out, no, you don't work there no more. To me, that's what you call a power move. When you can just move somebody out of their place because of your place. You know what I mean? You have to watch what you say to people and how you say it to people and watch what you say around people. Everybody not your friend. And a pair of lips will say any goddamn thing, y'all. So don't get caught up so much in what people say and watch what they do. Their actions gonna show you more than whatever the fuck they tell you. These are some little old tidbits of life that we need to talk to our kids about. We need to talk how to speech or to talk with our boys and girls. When they get 13, 14, 15, when they start trying to go to driver's education and want to drive, we need to have a talk with them, man. It's a certain way you got to get pulled over as African American. And I know people that's not from the neighborhood don't believe that that's true because they come from other neighborhoods and they ain't never went through that. It just wasn't what it was. But we, in our neighborhoods, we need to have the talk with our kids, man. When you get pulled over by authorities, let them be in charge. You ain't done nothing. Put your hands out the window. Whatever he say, boom, yes sir, no sir. Get your ticket and take your ass home. See, most people now, when the law pull you over, we act like we white and we got white rights. And we say, well, why you pull me over? What you doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. First of all, you're not white. So that puppy ain't gonna fly. Now, second of all, you're African American. You want to lower that tone down? Get rid of that attitude, because at this moment, right now, the police is in charge. You understand? He can search you just because he got probable cause. That means he thinks something. He ain't got to know nothing. Say, man, that motherfucker was swerving. They look like they were drinking. He don't need nothing but just a reason. And a lot of times, they don't even have a reason. They call it racial profiling. We have to have a talk with our kids so when they go out in the world that they can come home safe. We have to have a talk with our kids, man, about black history and who we are in this place. And the reason why we here is because we're supposed to be here right now today. We're supposed to be here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be. They done everything to a nigga you can do. And we still here standing, nuts swinging. We need to do better talking to these kids, man, bringing things to the forefront. And when I say to the forefront, I mean just actually having conversation with them, letting them know what's going on. Because it's a lot of stuff that's happening that they're hearing on the internets and TikToks and Instagrams. That stuff, you know, it makes good conversation, man, when you're having dinner. Away from who you're dating and what they're doing and all that. You throw that in the conversation, but it's not the conversation. It's just like this. This is the way you teach black history. You know what I mean? You cut it down, you clear the field, plow up the ground, put your little fertilizer down, then you drop your seeds in there. Now you're going to water this son of a bitch. It's not hard to do, but it's hard work that you got to do. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you? I know these kids don't want to listen. I know it's hard to get them to stop. But if you paying their cell phone bill, if you done bought them a laptop and some beat headphones and all that bullshit, they can give you an hour a day just doing dinner. You ain't rushing through dinner because you ain't got your iPad. None of that shit is off. Every day at the same time. We're just going to wash our hands, say, I thank God for the food, for our lives, for our blessings every day, and talk. Eat and talk. And it may seem a little strange to us now because that's a forgotten thing, conversation. Now it's all about the text message and all that bullshit. But if we could just slow down a little bit and start talking to these kids, man, Because these boys is off the chain, I'm telling y'all. They running around here shooting up shit like ain't no tomorrow. For nothing. They ain't getting nothing out of the deal. With double life when they get caught. You understand? You don't take life because you're mad. Hell, if you're mad, get over it. How about that? If you mad, get over it. Because so you can fuck over me, or think you fucking over me, and in the end, I still get the last laugh. Because that's how I think about shit. That's how I do shit. That's me. And I've been praying about it, but either way, that's me. It's like when they start talking about, well, this is black, and that's black, and this ain't black. Say, man, anything that's black, y'all know what it is when you see it. Ain't no game with that. Ain't no guessing with that. Ain't no, oh, man, I don't know if that's, yeah, y'all know what it is. So, when we put that in context, y'all, we got to make sure we keep a spade, man. You know what I mean? Keep your spade. We got to come together. We're going to have to start talking to these kids. I'm going to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. We're going to have to be accountable, man. If you're going to do something, do it. If you ain't going to do it, don't do it. You know, it's simple. Life ain't that hard. But sometimes we make it a little hard. But I'm finna pay some bills, man. I'm going to go, you know, little commercial. And when I come back, we're going to chop it up a little more. Y'all hang in here, man, with Mr. 214. Real talk. Dallas After Dark. Yeah, awesome.
Relax, baby, in this bitch.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toes flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog. I can't never turn my back on you. I can't at all. You always there when I need you, when I pass the ball. Can't sleep without you at home taking PM Tylenol. You the bag to my paper when we blow it all. Still bumps on my body when I'm thinking of you. You got the juice, you do something to me when you not in the room. Back to take out, will you be there when I make it? Need you on my side, I said. Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog.
They said time heals everything. You get mad, go through my phone, trip over anything. You tripping over the studio. That's the only time I spend. From the trenches, I was taught to get it how I live. Grinding to build a legacy for my 5 kids. My apologies for wrong I did. The more I learn about myself, the stronger I feel. No matter what, when you need me, I'm here.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog.
Oh, 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 yeah.
If you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell
If you know me, if you know me, act like you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, if you my friend, act like my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, but if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away. Some of y'all got family members who never got nothing good to say. You know the ones that be trying to bring you down, cause things ain't going their way. They always being negative every time they come around. They ain't never got nothing good to say, trying to put everybody down. Yeah, just like friends, your relatives, they can hate on you. Sometimes they the biggest haters, cause they the ones who are closer to you. With friends and family like that, what do you need enemies for? Go ahead and shake them haters off and tell them haters they got to go. Yeah, if you know me, if you know me, act like you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, but if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, if you my friend, act like my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, but if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. You got the shake, you gotta shake those haters off. Yeah, yeah, come on now. You need to shake them haters off. You gotta, oh yeah.
Sky high, sky high, sky high. We keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. Sky high, we keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. First thing last, other cheaters, known to keep it crunk, known to pop pills, known to blow skunk. That right, known to keep a card on my sleeve. Got a hoe on standby, ready to snatch at your weed. For sure, stay in your brain, your mind can't grow. Send that ass through some woods and hunt that ass with a crossbow. It be wood. You know my thoughts be incomplete, my game be bittersweet, your game be obsolete. Dark man, we them boys that check out game. I know a lot of players hate, but I'm not saying no name, cause I'm a motherfucking survivor. Fly links like MacGyver, old school player, spark plug and screwdriver. Hustle where there is no hustle, motto of a cheater. Get money, it's money be made, no free freedom. Putting the game on, how I learn the situation sticky. I'm done with teaching Pan, man, and broke naked. Sky high, we keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. Sky high, we keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. Sometimes you get bothered, just thinking of a way to make ends meet. Smoking on the Swisher Sweet, no time for a meet and greet. Stay driven on political player. One thing, Commander Chico Capitan, I'm the mayor. I'm a power to keep my ship in a certain order. Do it till you do it right, you prosper if you work smarter. Cheaters, got you walking a plane. Got your mind all cloudy like some potent ass dang. I'm on it, never slipping, always holding it down. I'm one the hard way and I'll be down for my crown. Busters, I feel you hate, but then I still show love. Got hands so sticky, they need to call in the glove. Private, I'll rough your ass up, keep on static. Slide in with the automatic, leave that ass in the attic. No question or trace it. Same got different faces, some realer than others.
Just what that is.
Sky high, we keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. Sky high, we keep it coming for show. From the bottom to the top, we gon' go. Yeah, never slipping, always holding it down. From the dirty south, coming with our own damn sound. Fuck with me now, 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 fuck with me now. You think you're doing something? You think you're doing something?
D-Mac on the fucking track.
Honestly, I can't say the fake love. Just be loyal when you mad and don't change up. I've been getting colder from the inside. Don't ask me if I'm good, let's just get high. Bro, no used to be bro, no, we ain't bros no more. We used to be close, was stuck in that life, but no. Was down on my last, still giving my last for show. To say I wanna be the one you trust. They wanna put their hand out. Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. Boss up, man. That's all
Welcome back, baby. Yes, yes. Mr. 21 Joe, welcome back, man. I appreciate y'all letting me get some vent off, you know what I mean? But, when we was talking about accountability and, we have to understand that come with a consequence. You know what I mean? Every action has a reaction. So you have to be careful what you do to people because it might not be that person that you get it back from. So kind of always keep your right foot forward, your head up, and mash on their ass. Nigga, make it happen. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Make it happen. You ain't got to steal nothing from nobody. You ain't got to cheat nobody. Go out there and make it happen. Right now, you can go to sleep broke in America. Right now, in 2025, and wake up tomorrow a millionaire. The way they play these lotteries and all this bullshit, it's incredible. So it's nothing that you can't do. Get the can't shit, that ain't a word for us. We done proved it. Name something. Tennis. Black people ever dominated that? Golf. Need I say anything? You get what I'm saying? I mean, from the science labs to the haircuts, to the style, the fashion, the clothes, to the first car, the first plane, to the red light, to the light bulb. It's so many things that we've done. So it's no reason for us not to achieve great things, for us not to keep pushing the envelope. That's what the next generation does, is you take the ball farther than your daddy took it, because he took it farther than his daddy. See, we the children, the great-grandchildren of slaves, so everything that we do is new. Every time we get one right, like a power couple, like a Jay-Z and a Beyonce, each one of them worth 500 million or something, so together that's $1 billion. Man, man. Those are the things that we need to teach. Yeah. So some things, we have to look at it and line it up and pay attention and wonder why would they do this or why would he do that? And then go back, it's the dollar bill, man. Straight power move. Straight power move. But he had enough game to snatch her up. Yeah, come down there and snatch it up in little old Lone Star State down there in H-Town. Come here. What you want? You know what I want. Bring your ass here. Nothing else said. See, they love real niggas. You know what I mean? Our girls love real niggas. So all you bitch ass niggas been in the penitentiary and been somebody punk and all that and come out want to talk that bullshit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You niggas don't get no points from me for going to the penitentiary. Zero, zilch, nothing. Because you can do the same thing and not get caught if you think with your big head instead of your little head. Now you been in jail giving head. Now, nigga, you don't get to talk no more. Your mic, give me the mic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me get that up out you. Because, one of the, my little old sayings that, I don't know, man. To be prepared for anything, you got to be ready for everything. Y'all get what I'm saying? When I say jack of all trades, and they say, but he the master of none. As long as he getting money, master that. Master the keeping the money coming. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Matt, let me get this over here. Let me get that over there. Let me get this over here. Yeah. And it'll add up in a minute. You'll go from a shoebox to a safe to a goddamn bank. It'll add up on your ass. But you always need more than one. You know what I mean? More than one source of income or however you're living, whatever you're doing. So even when you're working on a good job, you still need a hustle, a legal hustle. Again, you could be running football boards. You get what I'm saying? Just a legal hustle. And I know people say, well, that ain't legal. Hell, gambling legal in half the states now. We drive 45 minutes to an hour up Oklahoma, up 75 to the boat. So I hear people when they say that, you know, and I respect their opinion, but I'm making a point. And my point is, my dad used to always tell me, nigga, now you got a job. Now what you gonna do? You don't need to get off work, come home and go to sleep. What you gonna do, nigga? Well, why don't you go do something? What you talking about, Pop? Something, go make some money. I don't give a damn back then if you just walking around picking up cans. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck it. You ain't doing nothing else. You on your bike. When you come home, shit, you got a half a bag full of cans. Yeah, that, you know, just what are you doing? And I'm talking about from the poorest way to make money. You know, the worst thing the black man ever did was stand on the corner and beg somebody. In a country that we built. Our pride should make us not do that. But it's been a disconnection between them and us. And when I say them and us, I mean with a real black man, please stand up. Please. Please stand up, man. Whatever you stand up. Because you need it right now. And it's drastic, man. Shit's drastic. And yo, Jay, I hear that in the back. But like I was saying, y'all, some things we have to address, and we have to address them as men. And men, it's our responsibility to get this shit right. I don't give a fuck, man. It's our responsibility to get this shit right. Look at these girls. They still want a man. They dress up and try to be the man because we don't want to be the man. I mean, it's just incredible, y'all, that we dropping the ball. We missing it. You know what I mean? We not on point when I say what I'm saying. Sometimes y'all you gotta pay attention to the dot your I's and cross your T's. Do your paperwork. And when I say do your paperwork, excuse me, I mean take care of business. Today they say stand on business. If you standing on business, your word is bond. See that accountability thing, it keeps coming back throughout the whole conversation because you must be accountable for what you tell people, what you gonna do and what you ain't gonna do. If you give me a job and I don't do it, how the hell I want my money? That don't make sense. Make it make sense. But if you give me a job and I do my job, I want my money. Make it make sense. It's the same. It's the same with every aspect of life. We got to be accountable for every action we do. All that bullshit we be saying. No, we got to quit playing because right now we're living in the iPhone world. So even ain't nobody in your clique recording. Somebody over there in the corner recording the whole club, just doing a documentary on the neighborhood, just how shit is. You over there doing your shit. Gotta pay attention. I'm so glad that I wasn't a youngster. I'm not a youngster in this shit. Cause I know I'd have been killed and went to jail. It's too easy. You know what I mean? I'd either been the richest motherfucker or I'd have been dead. You can record an album now on your damn iPhone. We used to have to pay, I mean, you know, the book time at the studios, and you book block hours when you're doing a project because 1 or 2 hours don't do you nothing. Because back then, you know, you had to go in there and they got to drop the beat down, all that bullshit. So 1 or 2 hours didn't do nothing. You had to block it. Well, now you can just grab your iPhone and spit. It record nice, and CEO Man got some shit on there where he take a picture, nigga, and take that picture and put it on another shit and write some shit on it. It's like, damn. See, I'd either been rich, the richest motherfucker, or I'd have been dead in jail. Cause it's too easy now. Nigga couldn't tell me I couldn't spit. Oh, you ain't got no bars? What? Nigga, I'm a bar god. Did y'all hear me? Yeah, I said I'm a bar god. You got all these niggas running around here and they quite bootylicious. But, you know, I respect the style and the times because each generation have their own style. I just can't get with all the punk shit. I can deal with all the other shit, but that punk shit drives me crazy. How you niggas don't like pussy? See, it's something wrong when a nigga say he don't like pussy. Now y'all need to go get him checked out. Yeah, I said it. It's something wrong with a motherfucker. Just natural. A boy raised up as a boy, played with little boys, not with little girls, the right way. Y'all telling me how you don't like pussy? Huh? Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here. So, we got to pay attention to all kind of shit going on in the neighborhood, what our kids are taking in and how much of it they taking in. You know what I mean? You got to put them on time out with them tablets and iPhones sometimes. From this time and this time, it's on the charger. You ain't on it. We talking, we playing a card game. We could be watching TV while I'm cooking, talking. Again, bringing up casual conversations. And when you start implanting them seeds, they grow. Yeah, they grow. But you have to practice it like you the teacher. But you teaching at home, but you teaching life lessons. Because, you know, love don't love no goddamn body. So when you get out here, you got to make it work for you. And if you ain't going to make it work, then it ain't going to work. You got to make it work for you. Does anybody understand what I'm telling them? If you expect for somebody else to make it work for you, then all I can say is keep waiting. You know, as a man, your job is a provider. So when you go out, and say for instance you sign a contract, I'm going to do 3 albums and 4 videos. Well, if I sign a contract with you, you don't hold me accountable. I need to produce those contracts. On the contract, I need to produce those 3 albums. Well, it's the same way with you. If I produce those 3 albums, and you got to pay X, Y, and Z on these days, I need my paper. Accountability. See, what we run from is every time it's time to be accountable, we talk about everything but being accountable. Why is shit like it is? As black people, we got to do better, man. We got to make better business decisions. We got to be better businessmen and women to each other, man. We got to quit acting like every time we got something, we at the swap meet. Say, man, give me $20 for this. Say, man, give me $30 for this. Nigga, whatever your shit is, that's the price of it. But serve good shit. And if that's what you're serving, keep it. Don't run out of it. Nigga, I'm serving these candles and they love this lemon lime. Oh, shit, nigga, I'm gonna keep them motherfuckers. Y'all don't understand what I'm telling you? We gotta maximize all our opportunities right now. Because the world is wide open, but it's closing fast. They trying to eliminate all threats. I'm gonna tell y'all again, they trying to eliminate all threats. So, don't get yourself caught up to where you're a threat. You know, they're not talking to you and telling you about all the plane crashes. They just dropping out of the sky. It hit the news and then it's gone. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They ain't looking for the little red box or nothing. You know, normally they looking for the little box. And it's going to tell them the whole story. I don't know what happened, but if we find the box, we'll know. Oh, yeah? So y'all recording from the box? How the fuck is it closed? And oh, man, it's so many questions I have for them about that shit. But they be looking for it. But we probably done had, what, maybe 4 or 5 plane crashes in the last 6 weeks? Shit, for a minute, it was like every Monday or every Tuesday, they would say, man, this plane done fell out the sky. Say, man, they boom, boom, boom. It's like, what? Where? When? So, is that designed? Or is that man-made? Is that some, see, planes don't crash like that. They just don't. People think that it's dangerous to fly. Hell, it's safer to fly than it is to drive. When you start talking about hitting something, having wrecks, and dying, and so for the last, like I say, 6 weeks, we probably done had 5, maybe 4 or 5 plane crashes. Is it a design? Did it have a purpose? Anybody looked at the numbers? What they say? And when I say look at the numbers, I mean the English language. It comes from the alphabet. Yes, yes. The mathematics. You know, and I just thought about it. And I don't know. We live in a wicked time when somebody can call me their brother and then put a knife in my back. That you know, we live in a wicked time when somebody can say that they your lover and turn around and put a knife in your back. This is what I mean, and it's been going on. So we got to understand what's happening is that we done grew up now to where we the adults. We the poobahs. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody looking for us to make the right decision. When they car break down, they gonna come over there to you and ask you if you got some jumper cables. Can they borrow a 9/16 and all that bullshit? Yeah, it's your turn. You on deck. See, that's the evolution of life. What's young grows old, and what's old gonna die. It was written, and I didn't write it. So if you got a problem with it, you're gonna take that up with the author. That's real talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to do with that. But in the concept of what I'm telling y'all, if you're gonna hold yourself accountable, don't move the goalposts. Whatever it is, it is. Whatever deal I made, I made. Now, if something happens, you address the deal, man. Because it ain't shit. It's just business. And in business, you encounter all kind of shit. Expenses and whatnots. So when you do get that, you just talk about it. Say, man, this came up, boom. Say, man, we got to do this, boom. Because we got to do it because we in business. We got to keep the business going, man. So we got to keep the line of communication going. That's a form of accountability, guys. And it's the same way with our families. It's the same way with our jobs. I mean, whatever you're doing, we got to hold each other accountable, man. And don't get mad when your partner check you when you're supposed to do something and you don't do it. Because, see, you're too old to say you forgot. Nigga, you know what you're supposed to do. Do what you say you're going to do. Nah, we don't do that, see. We don't do that accountability thing. Because it's always somebody else's fault. It's always because this happened. It's never because of you. It's never because you lied. And you might did lie on purpose. You might have misjudged it. Shit might have happened. You dig what I'm saying? But it's you. See, if you keep having problems with everybody, it's you. Slow it down. You have to think about how people always want to say, well, this happened or that happened. If you told somebody you were going to pick them up at 6, why you not there at 6 to get them? You told them they were going to say, man, be right here at 6 o'clock. But at 6 o'clock, you ain't there. But is it okay because you on your way? Or you was hitting that blunt and you had to hit it a few more times before you take off? What's the point of that? Why you gonna tell me to be there at 6 if you ain't gonna pick me up at 6, nigga? But you had to be a certain kind of nigga to get picked up and dropped off and dropped off and picked up. That kind of irks you. At least it did me, but I've been driving since I was 14. Yeah, my freshman year of high school, my old man hooked me up. So I told the story, I think last week. I ain't gonna go into it, but he hooked me up. I thank God for letting it be. Yes, I do. Because he gave me game when game was, man, it was everywhere. He just showed me how to do it. You know what I mean? I already had it in me. He just was, no, you don't do that. You do it like this. No matter what it was, no matter if I was right or if I was wrong. When my old man called me, no, that ain't how you do that. You do that like this. Now, he might tell me a story, you know what I'm saying, that I don't think is relevant. But when you look back at it, he was telling me it's consequences to everything you do. So when you start doing shit now, know what you're doing. Because a lot don't care who tell it. And all that pillow talking and all that shit. Oh, this my boo. And this, and that. Oh, no, you can throw that shit out the window, man. Gotta be careful. We gotta start raising these men to be husbands and raising these girls to be wives. This is how we fix or start to fix the problem. We have got to start raising our boys to be husbands, to be providers, to be leaders, to understand the role. Where it ain't never about you. It's always about your family, my nigga. It's always about your wife and kids, nigga. Nobody give a shit about you. But not your wife and kids, that's different. Think about it. On the corner. If this corner right here got a lady with 2 kids, 3 kids, and they home. Then on the other side, you got a big old healthy ass nigga, and he home. Who you gonna give your money to? You gonna split it? Or is you gonna get to that female with them 2 or 3 kids? That's what I do. And that's not because I don't think the brother need my help. I just think the worst thing a black man ever done was stand on the curb and beg for money. All the shit we done did that we capable of doing, and that's what we rocking. That's how we rocking. No, man, we got to get off the gas with that shit, man. It's past time. Will a real black man please stand up, man? Will you get off your ass and show up? Stand up, my nigga. It's time we start showing up and showing out. Yeah, you heard me. When we come, they need to see that black mob come. You know these niggas ain't bullshit. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. We need that, man. We really do. Our people need that. We need to come together so bad that we done been infiltrated so bad to where it's hard to be all black again. It's just hard. There's so many mixed races right now to where it's just hard to be all black again. For some people. Now, for some people, that's what they are anyway. For some people, that was always them. They didn't have to do nothing. See, when you walk the walk, you can talk the talk. And that's your boy. If I'm walking it, nigga, I'm talking it. Believe that. If I said it, I meant it, I represented the whole 9. This real talk dials after dark, y'all. With Mr. 21 Joe. That's 214, baby. 214. Y'all know what it is with me. The Mayor of South Dallas. For what, 40 years and counting? Hip-hop legend. Urban legend. And still living. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something a little different tonight than I normally do before I get out of here. I'm going to say something. And Jay, don't cut me off. Let it go. And y'all tell me what you think in the comments, okay? Black blood spatter made Black Lives Matter. I sure wish Black Lives Matter to black folks. They're these homosexuals selling y'all these catch-ass quotes. This is the official but unofficial Minority Report. I'm the Speaker of the House. My name is John Doe Negro. A holy half dead mean I'm here, but I'm not dope. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? I ain't gonna go back over and say it again. Y'all heard me. I said that. I meant that. I represent that. See, I can just spit anytime. That's what I do. About any damn thing. Just like that. Unscripted, uncut. Say, man, let them have something. Just boom. You feel me? It's nothing. So when they speak of the greats, you know, I put myself in my goddamn self. Ain't no us, no big three. It's just me. It's a one. You understand? That's how I always felt. So when they start talking that bullshit, they still ain't came and seen me. Ain't nobody chunk no bars these way. I can tell you that much. Because I'm going to chunk them back. And I'm going to hit harder than a motherfucker. I'm going to hit harder than your big brother used to hit your ass. You know, your brother used to punish you because you his little brother. He punching the shit out of you. You was a little punching bag. Every time you fuck up, why y'all? Why y'all? What y'all doing? And they putting them hands on you. But that big brother, nigga, I'm coming harder than big brother hands. Anytime, anywhere, in the square. It's your boy. This is Nostalgic Radio, man. And like I said, we got a bunch of things going on because I'm on every Tuesday night from 7 to 9. Real talk, Dallas After Dark. Excuse me. On Wednesday nights, we got Christine with a K. She be on everything with everybody. Y'all need to check out, man. If you like people with a big heart and you can see it, not hear it, you can see it, listen to her, man, because everything we drop is real. We ain't dropping no bullshit. We're going against the grain with all this, the whole Nostalgic family, the way it was built brick by brick. Yeah, we showing them what we want as consumers instead of what they forcing down our throats every day. Yeah, we growing so fast. I think Wednesday nights, we got Christine with a K. Thursday night, we got Street Made TV with Man, like I told y'all earlier. He be smashing on that too. Then on Saturdays from 12 to 2, we got Woody Wood. Yeah, Street Made Radio, that's Thursday nights. Street Made Radio, that's with CEO Man. And then we got Woody Wood on Saturdays from 12 to 2, y'all. Yeah, he kind of switched it up. Wanted to go a little earlier because, you know, he's a comedian at heart. But he's an entertainer. You know, he Woody Wood the entertainer to me. But, you know, niggas put whatever they want to put on him. But the boy got super talent. He gonna be on from 12 to 2 every Saturday. And that's, I mean, say, man, y'all need to tune in. He say some weird shit. Like I said, he's a comedian, so anything goes with him. You know, when you do comedy, you can talk about anything, and it's supposed to be accepted. You understand? And so my boy will talk about anything. You know what I mean? And my job on the station is I address the elephant in the room, and hopefully tonight we'll address the elephant on a bunch of topics, things that I discuss with y'all, and how we're going to do this. But we got to, with a real black man, please stand up. Will you get off your ass and stand up? Because right now we need you. Brother to brother. You hear me? It's time for us to come together without the fuck shit. Without being, you tell a nigga something and that ain't what it is. No, y'all, we need to get together and do our goddamn thing, man. We making this shit so goddamn hard. It don't matter who the boss, nigga, as long as we all eating. Quit watching that nigga pocket, nigga, and count your own goddamn pocket. If a nigga take me to some apartments and they selling shit in there, okay, shit, he ain't got to give me nothing to sell. I'm going to see what they selling there. I'm going to get some. I'm going to make me some money. So, this Dallas After Dark, and y'all know I tell y'all all the time, y'all stay, you know, y'all stay in prayer, man, because y'all know Jesus got me blessed, and I'm highly favored. Lonnie B and Lay Joyce, boy, Mr. 214. Same bad time, same bad channel. Yeah, sir.
Really on my shit though. The niggas hating over there, let's make them hate more.
Make you niggas mad. It's imperial, my nigga.
Bounce back, niggas thought that I fell off. Worry about my hustle, that's why you niggas ain't get on. Fell back, watch a couple plays shake. Now I'm back on top, and these niggas couldn't wait to hate. That nigga from the Golden State still taking chicken off your dinner plate. Outside still making shit shake. When I step out, it's an earthquake. Tell me how that hate tastes. Cash for a feature, I just up the rate. L&M done called the play, and I'ma go get it, but I ain't playing fetch. Really at these niggas' necks, blood still the biggest threat. My
to be, homie. So if you screaming out Molly,